All right, Eldon back here with Will It Live Again. Now, today's going to be cleanup day on this tourist camp stove that we're working on. Yeah, a lot of this stuff, I'm just going to put it directly in my acid bath that I have, which is a mixture of citric acid and washing soda and a little bit of dish soap and water. And this has been working fantastic for me. I'm going to put it into the bath, let it soak overnight, and it'll probably come out looking pretty good tomorrow. So I'm going to flip the camera around, show you what I'm putting in, and we'll go back to that point. All right, so as I'm looking at these pieces here, a lot of this stuff's going to go directly in. So all these small pieces we're going to put in. I'm going to put this grill holder, whatever you want to call it, it's going to go in. The lid and the case itself, I'm first going to take them in and wash them up with some degreaser because they do have some old grease on them. And I'd like to get that off before I put them in. I think I'll probably do that with this burner too, because I want to get the soot off of it first. But the other pieces I'm going to get in there and get them started. This is my acid bath over here that I'm going to put them in, and that will work out pretty good. This has actually been a really good system for me for cleaning this stuff up. So let's get our stuff out of the way here and start slipping pieces in the bath. Will it fit? Ah, yes, good. And you can just throw this stuff in there and pile it on each other, and it seems to work out just fine. The other thing is that acid bath is pretty benign stuff. If you get it on your skin, just go wash it off. It's not going to hurt you unless you let it sit there for a long period of time. That's one of the reasons that I like to use it, because it's just not something that's dangerous. Oh, yep, got some on me there. Okay. Okay. These other pieces, I need to get those asbestos gaskets off of there before I throw those in. So I'll probably work on that off camera because I don't want to completely destroy them in the process. There, that came pretty well loose, just like that. There we go. Just be gentle with it, and I should be able to reuse it, clean it up, get rid of these extra pieces. The danger in asbestos, by the way, is mostly from breathing it and getting chunks of it in your lungs. Now, I'm no expert, I know that, but I'm also not somebody who freaks out on the caution side of things. And I may be wrong, you take that for your own thing, but I don't want to have to hear about it in the comments. It just is what it is, guys. Be careful with stuff. If you're concerned about it more than I am, then stay away from it. Your prerogative. All right. The rest of this stuff I need to clean up with some degreaser. These things over here, because they've had fuel and stuff on them, I don't know. I was going to soak them in my carburetor cleaner bath, and I still may, but I'm not to the point of making that decision yet. So anyway, there you go. That's kind of the beginning of the cleanup process. I'll be back to you. I don't know how much of this I'm going to show you because, you know, washing that case and the lid and stuff in degreaser is not very entertaining. You just need to know that I do it. I'll probably, this is one of my favorite degreasers right here, is this LA's Totally Awesome cleaner that I actually get at the dollar store. It's available at other stores too, and it's inexpensive, but it works really good. I use that a lot of times. I will have myself a piece of steel wool that I'm scrubbing it with as I'm cleaning it with that. Other times I'll just be using a terry cloth. I've also used a red Scotch-Brite pad at times. Kind of just depends on what I'm working on. If I'm trying to preserve the paint, obviously I don't want to use something that's got grit in it and is going to scratch it, so I'll use a cloth. But on this one, where I'm trying to get the paint off anyway, I'm going to be liberal with my, yeah, you know that stuff, the steel wool. Getting old's ridiculous, you guys. Starting to lose my memory and my focus on things. But anyway, whatever, I'm having fun. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at on this one. And I'll be back as I pull some of that stuff out of the degreaser. I'll show you how I clean that up, and probably show you this stuff after I get it degreased, because it's actually going to go into the acid bath. Probably called that degreaser a minute ago. Old guy problems. Okay. Yeah, it's probably going to go in there because that's how I'm going to get the rust off of it, rather than trying to sand it or sandblast it or something like that. So there you go. Hope you're enjoying following along as you see this stove transform into something really cool.